All right, time for the walk-off. I've always thought parades were a little bit overrated. I mean, my wife loves watching things like the Thanksgiving Day parade, but for me, I was just like, yeah, I'll pass. Until now. The Bucs on a boat Wednesday and Tom Brady going all out, prestige worldwide. He throws the Lombardi Trophy across the Hillsborough River. So the Magic were kind enough to send over some digital seats. I got a little link from the NBA. I just clicked it and we are joining now. Once you're in, moderators from the Magic help you get your screen all set up.
Hi, Patrick.
Can everyone in here hear each other?
We can.
Oh, right on. So we got our virtual seat here, but I feel like something's missing. Hey, just because I'm an objective journalist doesn't mean I can't rock one of the best jerseys ever made. Let's go Magic.
Barcelona get it underway.
What can I get for you guys?
Go ahead, James.
I'll have the fish and chips, please.
Do you want chips or do you want fries?
Fries.
Okay.
That's an Irish thing. When I say chips, I actually mean fries.
What do you think, fish and chips or open skirt steak sandwich?
Awesome.
Both of them awesome? All right. I'll stick with the skirt steak. Maybe we'll try a little bit of each, I guess. Well, you've been here for a while now. Does it make you cringe at all when you hear Americans say soccer instead of football, or are you just kind of used to it at this point?
I'm used to it. I call it soccer now. It goes
Yeah.
the other way. When I'm at home and I say soccer, people are looking at me going,
Right.
Yeah.
All right, time for the walk-off. In the movie Highlander, they say there can be only one. Now in sports, that's not necessarily true. We have the Brendan Marshalls, both football players and both played for the Denver Broncos at one point. In basketball, there's Isaiah Thomas, the Hall of Famer, and Isaiah Thomas, the former Celtic. And how about Michael Jordan and Michael B. Jordan, the actor? Tough to share a name with the GOAT. I happen to share his birthday. Well, now we have two guys with the same name on the same team playing the same position. Cleveland drafted Orange City University alum and FIU left-handed pitcher Logan Allen last night. Now, if fans experience deja vu, it's because you already have a lefty named Logan Allen on Cleveland's roster. Logan Allen from West Palm Beach, Florida, embraced the confusion on Twitter. Well, this won't confuse anyone, Allen posted. That's probably the best use of the Spider-Man meme I've seen in quite some time. Only to be topped by a third Logan Allen, this one in the Rays organization, quote tweeting, "This really won't confuse anyone." Well, now my mind is just blown. Logan Allen took a break from the jokes. Congrats, Logan Allen, he tweets. Well deserved, and you're with a great organization. Cleveland, get your Spider-Man alternate jerseys ready. That's the walk-off. I'm Pat Welter. And I'm Pat Welter. This was Spectrum Sports 360. Yeah, it's one thing to be without Kyle Pitts. It's another to be without virtually your entire starting receiving core. Just an avalanche of unavailables this afternoon for Florida, and it all started with announcements from Kadarius Toney and Trayvon Grimes. The receivers both posted on social media that they would opt out of the bowl game and begin preparing for the NFL draft. Then Jacob Copeland announced that he had tested positive for COVID-19. So including Pitts, Florida is missing their 4 top receivers. So those are the 4 confirmed missing players. There's also reports that safety Sean Davis and cornerback Marco Wilson will miss the game as well. So the secondary hurting, the receiving core hurting, Florida going from a 3-point favorite to a 1-point underdog after all this news broke this afternoon. But of course, that is familiar territory for Kyle Trask, who's been an underdog since high school. He's from Manville, Texas, but as we found out, he has one very specific Dallas tie. They say,
come on in, this is our weight room.
Everything's bigger.
This is where we build it right here. Lights should come on here.
In Texas.
There we go.
For Colleyville Heritage head coach Kirk Martin,
heavy lifting happens here.
That means more room to work out.
And we're blessed.
More room for practice. So this is Texas.
Yep. You know, this is our indoor facility.
And apparently plenty of space on the roster too.
Kyle Trask in high school was the backup to De'Aaron King, who now is a star obviously at Houston. He's basically been a backup his whole career.
Before Colleyville Heritage, Martin was the head coach in Manville, Texas, about 25 miles south of Houston. For 3 of his 10 seasons, he was blessed with 2 of the best quarterbacks he's ever seen.
They'll be doing a 30 for 30 on him someday after he, is the MVP for the 2nd or 3rd time in a row, and I'll be the guy that cut Michael Jordan,
Miami's De'Aaron King was the starter.
3rd down and 7. De'Aaron King has Harley, who keeps his feet. Harley is off, and Harley scores!
Kyle Trask was Michael Jordan.
So it was important to me that we did some things where he would have the ability to really throw the football.
Martin would try and sell recruiters on Trask's talent.
And now Trask looking in zone again, caught, touchdown.
Every single one of them that would come through, I'd push him, and they were like, yeah, okay, that's your backup.
After impressing former Florida head coach Jim McElwain at 2 camps, the Gators finally took the leap of faith.
Everything works out,
Yes, it did.
Instead, it's Trask running into the end zone.
You see Kyle Trask now and think what?
I just glow, I'm just so happy and so proud for him, and his family and all that he's overcome to be where he's at, and just the role model that he is.
Trask really defied the odds even getting an offer from Florida. They just happened to want to add 2 quarterbacks that year. So when he finally got it and committed, Kirk says he remembers Alabama coming to his office, then another school, and then another. And he also remembers talking to Trask, who said, I don't want to talk to any of those guys. I gave Florida my word. So he was loyal in high school, loyal in college. Kirk says, that's the kind of guy you want marrying your daughter. In downtown Dallas, Pat Welter, Spectrum Sports 360.